Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today, we are entering, or have entered, day 207 of the ongoing Russia-Ukrainian war. Things continue to get worse in terms of the intensity of the conflict, in terms of the possibility of the risk of a escalation of the conflict. And if we zoom in on the tactical map, we can see that Ukrainian forces have established a bridgehead across the Oskil River, and this is this location here. They have seized control of the town of Kupiansk and have then moved across the Oskil River, entering further into taking all of the Kharkov region. And that operation continues as we speak. This operation by the Ukrainians also threatens to move down the P7 and threatens to encircle or get into the rear of Russian forces near Severodonetsk. Well, we'll have to see how that actually pans out, and if the Ukrainians are able to continue with the breakthrough operations near the P7 across the Oskil River. Further to the south, fighting continues outside of Lysychansk. Heavy fighting continues, and we see Ukrainian forces engaging with well-dug-in Russian troops within the confines of Lysychansk and very close to Severodonetsk as well. In the south, in the Kherson footprint on the western bank of the Dnieper River, we continue to see Ukrainian forces pressure Russian forces in the northeast quadrant of the western footprint of the Kherson area of operations. And we're going to watch that very, very closely. It does appear that right now, at least, Russian forces are on the defensive, both in the south, southwest, and in the northeast as well. Furthermore, we saw an interesting statement by the president of the United States, Joe Biden. He, in a question asked to him about the possible deployment of weapons of mass destruction, such as chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons by the Russians, Biden's response was, don't. So why did he say that? Does the Biden administration, does the U.S. intelligence services know something that could be in the works? Are there contingency plans by the Russians to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in this conflict? Absolutely. The United States has contingency plans to deploy tactical nuclear weapons in conflicts. And it was very interesting to see the comments by Medvedev, who stated, read the doctrine. Read the doctrine about the possible deployment of Russian tactical nuclear weapons or nuclear weapons in the event of war. So there it is. Again, I would say that while unlikely, I would say that we are continuing to progress towards an escalation of this conflict, either nuclear or a direct confrontation between Russian forces and NATO forces. I mean, for all intents and purposes right now, Russia is fighting NATO, and it's happening. Just the official balloon has not really gone up, and we're not seeing Russian strikes hitting targets in Germany, Poland, and the United Kingdom, and what have you. Not happening yet. Could it happen? Absolutely. And as I talked about before, I think we're probably in a worse situation right now than even during the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's just the media and the the very short-sighted public in the United States, the popular culture public, just does not understand where we're at right now in history. And it's concerning because things could unravel very, very quickly. And they are unraveling. And we'll just have to see how bad this eventually gets, because it could get very, very bad. Keep watching the economy. 30 trillion, the United States, 30 trillion in debt right now. Concerning times. But anyway, that's kind of where we stand today. Well, we're going to continue to monitor, report, and of course, bring you more content for your consumption. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning. And as always, have a good day.